30 years of business advice summed up into only 5 words in less than 30 minutes? Absolutely. So my name is Chad Nedland. I've been working in the online space. I started back in digital marketing over 30 years ago. That's right, back when I was in my teens. It was a long time and it was a long journey, but I learned a lot of lessons along the way. Well, I've become very successful in what I do, not just in how much money I make, but in what I do because it brings me great joy, passion, and freedom in my life. And today, I want to give you some of the insights that have helped me get where I am today. The other day, I was reading a post and it said, "What advice would you give your 20-year-old self in 5 words or less?" And I went, 5 words or less? Well, that's easy. Start now, invest massively, and implement. And I thought, well, that's just too easy. Nobody's going to understand the depth or the breadth of what that truly means. So today we're going to talk about that so that I can help you live the best life that you can by growing your business in the best way possible. So let's start with the first one. Start now. Why do I say start now? Because if we don't start right now, then we're destined to stay exactly where we are for the rest of our life. It's just like when I walked across the country, another story for another time. I didn't go there by walking from one side of the country to the other side of the country. I did it by starting. I took the first step. I took one step at a time, and then I took another small step and another small step and another small step. That is a very linear model of taking action. But the beauty is, as I progressed in that journey in business, I took that first step. I started to find that there were ways in which I could have exponential steps. I could step out of one-to-one conversations and I could figure out, man, there's ways I could talk to a lot of people all at once. There's ways to put my message in front of a bunch of people all at once. There's ways for me to tell the message once and then have it repeated without me many, many, many times. There was a way to take the linear thinking of start now and turn it into exponential action. We're going to talk about that a little bit later on. But the start now, when we want to start, often people just start doing something. That's just start, right? Just begin. Fall on your face, get back up, try again. Eventually, you're going to figure it all out. And that's true. If you keep starting and you keep failing and keep on starting, if you fall down, you get knocked down, you get back up, you do it enough, you're going to learn the lesson. You're going to get where I am today. But here's the sad truth. Probably take you 30 years, right? Because that's the process of trying to figure everything out on your own. It takes time. It takes pain. It takes a lot of sweat. It takes a lot of embarrassment, if you will, of doing it wrong so many times while those around you succeed. Well, the reason that other people are succeeding when you're failing is because they're probably doing one thing different. They didn't just start walking. They started with the right step. They assessed, where is it that I want to be? Where is my destination? It's not A to B, it's A to C. And B is the path that's in between. So you have to figure out, where is it that I'm going? And then make an honest assessment of actually where you are today. That's, where am I right now? Where am I in my business? Where am I in my business idea creation? Where am I in my life, in my relationships, in my finance, in my time, my health, my spirituality, my mental health? Where am I truly? Because that's your start point. If you try and make a path and plan a route from a place that you're not yet to a place where you want to be, you'll never arrive there because there's still a gap. So be honest with yourself about where you are, what it is that you're doing, and where it is that you're going. And then you can match that start point with a destination and plan the route in between. Once you have planned your route, then you start. Start now by making the path clear that you want to attain. Make the path clear of what you want to do along the way. What steps are required to do that? I can help you do that. If you need some help, just reach out to me afterwards. But once you've started, then you have to do the next thing. You have to invest massively. That's right. Invest, the word that terrifies 99% of the population, because every time they think invest, they think risk. Well, I'm here to tell you a proper investment is not a risk. If you approach every investment with nothing more than whatever I invest will give me an increased reward, whether it be financially, knowledge-wise, experience-wise, I will gain something from every investment that I make, then an investment doesn't equal a risk. An investment always comes with a reward. I've invested financially into many different things over the years that went complete flop down the hill. Might as well just flushed it down the toilet before we started. But I learned from it. I learned what key indicators I could have seen ahead of time and realized, wow, those are associated with bad business deals. I've invested my time into things that had absolutely no payoff. And many people would go ahead and just push it off the desk and say, well, that was a flop. But I looked at it and said, okay, well, why didn't this work? I looked at that time investment and then I gave it a little bit more time and said, now, how can I identify the triggers, the pivots, the shift points that made this ineffective? And is there a way in which I can make them more effective so that I can move forward in my life? So I started to invest, not just a little bit, I started to invest massively in my life. I went all in. When I tried something, I gave it everything that I had until I succeeded in either my goal or learning the lesson that moved me on to the next thing. They say the greatest indicator of success is those people, they don't quit, but that's just a crock of crap. The most successful people I've ever sat in the room with have quit consistently and repeatedly, time and time again in their life. Why? Because they quit what doesn't work in search of the things that do. The people that are failures are the ones that refuse to quit and refuse to give up, because they try and do something that's not working. So they think, gosh, I should probably do more of what doesn't work. And then it'll automatically work. Well, that doesn't make any sense. You can drink orange juice all day long. It will still not turn into apple juice. No matter how much you drink, it will still be orange juice. If you're doing the wrong thing and you keep doing the wrong thing, it's still the wrong thing. So make sure that you tell yourself, I've got to invest. I've got to go all in on this. But when I have proven that this is an ineffective strategy or principle to apply, or this tactic isn't relevant for this market, then shift and shift quick. Move forward at all times. So again, I want to impress upon you, you've got to take a massive investment, not of just you, but of your time, your effort, and yes, your resources, because you will attract more people into your life that are just like you. So if you're trying to sell something online and the only thing you're willing to do is invest your time, plan on spending a lot of time with people who will only invest their time with you. If you're willing to invest your money in your finance, you're going to put yourself in a circle full of people who are interested in investing their money and their finances. So don't step away from that thinking that you can't move in the right direction. Surround yourself with the people that you want to be with by being the person that you want to work with. You'll find that will make a massive shift, not just in your personal identity, but the personal identity of your circle. That community of people that you work, live, breathe, and act within. So never sit back hoping that in some way, someday, you're going to get the results that you're looking for. Okay. So with that, I also want to say, now that we've started, right? We've taken massive investment of our time, our finances, our energy, our focus, set aside some blocked time every single day to move towards your goals unapologetically. Let your family know. Let the people closest to you know, this is where I'm going. This is what I'm going to do. And I either need your support or I need you to step back and allow me to go, because I am moving in that direction and nothing's going to stop me. I need you there. I want you there. But if you're not willing to come with me, please just stay out of the way, because I'm going there for us. I'm going there for my family and those I care about. And then you move forward unapologetically in that direction. And the last one is implementation. Implementation. You've invested your money, you've invested your time, you've invested in coaching, in education, in training. You've invested in honing your skills. Now it's time to implement. It doesn't matter how good you are as a presenter if you don't actually go and present in front of people who don't know you yet. It doesn't matter how great your program is that you built if you don't implement that by putting it in front of the people who need it. Because if they don't know you, they can't buy from you. If they don't know about it, they can't be drawn to it. If they don't hear about it, they can't form an opinion about it. So make sure to implement not just what you've learned, but implement what it is that you teach so that you can share the results of what you teach with those that hear about it. Do what you teach. More is caught than is taught. I learned that from Joseph Barron. He's an amazing guy. I hope you guys all look him up. He's a good dude, right? And he said that, more is caught than is taught. And I thought, you're right. For years, I've been going to webinars and presentations and classes and conferences and seminars. Very little did I learn from the people in those rooms because I went up there for one reason. I showed up and I said, how are you doing what you're doing? Not what are you doing? How are you doing it? There are other people like me, and those are the successful ones out there that are more interested in the results that you're getting and how you got them than they are in what you're selling. Why? Because people don't buy your program. People don't buy your product. People don't buy your coaching offers. They don't buy your time. They don't buy counseling sessions. They're buying a result. So stop trying to sell them your stuff and sell them the result that they're already looking for. And how can you do that? You can do that by demonstrating the results that are gotten from what it is that you teach. People are more interested in understanding the principle behind what you're teaching than the process to get you there. So go ahead, start now. Invest in yourself massively. Implement. Do it over and over and over and over and over again. And every time you implement, assess your results. And when you find a chink in the armor, fix it. When you find something that you can tweak to make better, tweak it. When you find something that you can remove without affecting the results negatively, remove it. Simplify. Simplify your process. Simplify the implementation. Simplify the deliverable. Make everything in its simplest form. Present it with principles, and you're going to find that your audience, not just you, but your audience will love what you do as much as you do because they start getting the same results that you get. Do you understand that? People buy results. See, in 30 years, I found that only one thing really made a difference. I actually had to start selling them what they want, not what I was offering. Because what I was offering wasn't what they wanted. They wanted a result. I was offering a process. I was offering a framework. What they wanted were the results. What they wanted were financial security. What they wanted was more time with family. What they wanted is a life free from stress. So when you start focusing on the things that they want and you start offering them what they want, your offer becomes, I can help you get the thing you want. Your offer is not, I have a 6-module program. That people don't want 6 modules. People want the result of those modules being implemented in their life. So if you can do that more effectively, you'll make more sales, you'll have more fun, and you'll just enjoy life so much more. So with that, remember that there is beauty, there is grace, and there is greatness within you. And I want you to go share that with the world today. We'll talk to you soon.